Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be teaching you how to make these bubble braids. A lot of people are tired of carrying braids and looking the same. That is where this bubble braids comes in. So I'll be showing you how I made this. It is so easy, and if you watch this video to the end, you will understand how to make it. Even if you are a braider or a non-braider, there is nobody that cannot make this hairstyle. So once you cut your hair, you want to braid it first. Look at the way that I braid it. We all know how to braid it, and if you are the type that don't know how to braid, you can just use rubber band to tie it at the base. Although this style is time consuming, so if you want to make it faster, you can make it in a bigger form. But if you want to make it tinier like this one that you are seeing here, then you can go for this method. So me, I will try to let you know that you should make it a bit bigger than this so that you can finish it on time, and also it's not going to eat a lot of extensions. So I'm making use of expression extension in this video. So I was almost done braiding it. I braided it to the tip, and this is where the work starts. So the material that I use are the extension, the crochet pin, I make use of brush, I make use of rat tail comb, I make use of gel, and I also make use of wool. So these are the things that I'll be using to make these bubble braids. So you want to grab your crochet pin, and the first thing you want to do is to crochet this extension. So I divided the extension into 2 equal parts because this is the quantity that I'll be using to give it this puff. If it is too tiny, it's not going to give it that puff shape. So I crocheted it making use of the vertical and the horizontal way. So this is the horizontal way. I inserted the crochet pin underneath the braids, and I use it to drag out the hair extension. You have to be careful here, or you can make use of a bigger crochet pin, because I couldn't find my own bigger crochet pin, so I go for this smaller or medium one. So this is how it was looking. And mind you, once you are making your braid, you don't have to make the base to be too tight so that it's not going to be painful while you are installing the extension. So this is the vertical way that I will be crocheting the extension to. So it must not be more than twice, so it's not going to be too painful if you are making it for the client. So it was kind of difficult for me here, but there is nothing that spoils. That is where you make use of your brush. So after dragging it, I use my brush to brush it out so that it's not going to be tangling while or it's not going to make it look rough. So this is how I was brushing it. I brushed it and it was very smooth when I was done. So here is where we make use of our thread. This is where we make use of our thread to start all this puff. And when you are done brushing it, you try to hide the braids. I was trying to hide the braids here so that it's not going to be showing outside. That is why I said if you cannot braid, you can just make use of rubber band to knot the base. So if you are trying to hide your hair, this is how it should look like. This is where I'm making use of the thread, and this thread is something that if you cannot make use of thread, you can make use of probably yarn or Brazilian wool, anything that you know that you can just use and tie it. So this part, I was trying to double the thread so that it is not going to cut while I'm doing the process. And I am done here, and I want to start knot it. And this part, you have to be really careful so that you will not end up making something that will not be nice. This is how I was knotting it. From the base, I left like just 1 inch. Yes, just 1 inch. It's something that you can use your eyes to calculate, or you can even use your normal measuring tape, but it is not really necessary if you are trying to cut time and if you don't want to consume time. Just try to use your eyes to gauge it. So you'll be tying it one after the other. So I am done with the first one, and I grab my blade to cut it under. So this is how we keep knotting it one after the other, and this is how you make your bubble braids. So I am finally done here, and this is how it is looking. So if you are the type that want the hand to be coiled, then you can actually do it any way you like. But because this was just a normal tutorial video, I didn't bother to start adding curls to mine. So this is how you make your bubble braid. And if it's your first time seeing my video, kindly subscribe to my channel. It's going to go a long way. This is how to make bubble braids. It is so easy. You can make it for yourself, for your child, for your mother. It is a painless method, and the result is beautiful. Bye.